It's evening at the heavenly home, and the elderly wives of biblical heroes are relaxing on the front porch and reminiscing about the old days. There were difficult times in the past for each of them, but as with all human experiences, there were humorous moments too. Let's listen to them for a moment as they reminisce.
Wow, look at that sunset. Can God cook or can He cook?
It's so nice to be outdoors where I can appreciate the beauty of God's creation.
You know, girls, it's really nice to just be here together. But Lord has given us a lot, and we just thank Him for it. Although it wasn't easy at times, our husbands were away from home a lot.
That's true. There have been some tough times. I remember once when Jonah came home smelling like a fish market. He said he had been swallowed by a giant fish and couldn't get up till morning. Can anyone swallow that one?
Sounds like a fish story to me.
I had a tough time with that one too. But didn't it always seem like they were going away and leaving us behind?
It sure did. I remember when Jonah was off on the trek to Jericho with his army buddies. Apparently the residents not welcome them. I was later told that they marched around the city, stomping their feet, blowing horns, and shouting loudly until the ground shook and the walls came tumbling down.
You know how those military guys act when they're away from home.
Remember the time when Moses and his brother Aaron went to ask Pharaoh to let our people go? Aaron threw his staff on the ground and it turned into a serpent. It ate all the other serpents produced by Pharaoh's magicians.
We sure do. Pharaoh still wouldn't let our people go. He kept putting more barriers in the way, more problems than Noah and then Moses and Aaron could shake a stick at, you might say.
You know, the Exodus seemed like it was only yesterday. It was pretty tough at the time, though. We walked, and then we walked some more. We crossed the Red Sea, and not one of us had a bathing suit or sunscreen. And you know what that desert wind can do to a girl's complexion after spending 40 years there, waiting for your husband to finally ask for directions. Too bad cosmetics didn't come out until later. Where was Mary Kay when I needed her most?
That's so typical. Husbands do the most frustrating things. I remember once when Jacob came home limping after being out all night. His clothes were torn and filthy. It looked like he got run over by a caravan of camels. I asked where he was and why he was in such condition, and do you know what he told me?
I can hardly wait to hear this one. It had better be some explanation.
It was. He said he told me he had spent the entire night wrestling an angel. That really stung me. Before I could recover, he added that guy was really tough. Jacob was on his way home from offering a sacrifice on the mount when he met this angel. I'm not clear on how it started, but it appears this angel grabbed his leg and twisted it so hard that he couldn't walk, and that's why he was limping.
They must be making those angels tougher nowadays. Sounds like those Mediterranean Wrestling Alliance hulks that the Romans have been using in the arena. I heard they have some kind of angel of some sort.
I don't let him forget it either. Whenever we get out to get ready to go somewhere, I always remind him to shake a leg, a good one.
Sometimes it was just as bad when you got to go along with your husband. I remember being on the ark during the Great Flood. We had no comforts at all. There was no windows, ventilation, or air conditioning, or showers. On top of that, we had all the kids asking if we were there yet. It was always, Mom, I need, or Grandma, I need, every 2 seconds.
Woo, what a bummer.
Not only that, we had to clean up the animal stall and shovel you know what, and housekeeping was the wife's job.
We all had some rough times, but we had the very best help a person had asked for. Without his help, we would have never made it.
Right on. The Lord was always there to lend his strength and wisdom whenever we needed him and were afraid or doubtful. And we all know that was often.
So true. I was afraid so many times when we seemed lost and unable to go on. I'm sure our husbands felt that way too when we were threatened by hunger, armies, deserts, or just plain indecision. But you know what they did at those times, don't we, girls?
Yes, we did. They used to call upon the Lord, and the Lord was there to protect us and strengthen us. Though I always know he was there to help me.
Well, it's getting late, so we better call it a day.
Yes, the good old boys will be waiting for us.